Hello and welcome back to Higher Scents on the beach, and today's review unsurprisingly is going to be On the Beach by Louis Vuitton. On the Beach by Louis Vuitton, this bottle is a 100ml bottle, and like all the other Louis Vuittons, are around the same price, $265 for 100ml of this, and I've used a fair bit of it. Now for me, certainly at designer prices, it's up there at the top end, but I'll say this and I'll stand by this: Louis Vuitton's notes and the quality in here is worth the price, and at £2.65 per milliliter, I think that it's justified. So here we've got your standard Louis Vuitton bottle, which has a gradient from clear to red to differentiate each fragrance. As you can see, the name of the house is down here with the name of the fragrance just above it. You've got your standard Louis Vuitton cap, which is magnetic and clicks into place nicely. Bonus points for that. You've got some information on the bottom here which is difficult to see, but this is a 100ml bottle which retails at $265. So let's give the atomizer a go. Always decent atomizers here on the Louis Vuitton bottles, and this bottle looks great in anyone's lineup. It opens up with an unusual little combination there. You've got neroli in the top, which is great. It's a lovely clean white floral. It's clean and it's fresh. And then you've got that paired with yuzu, which is a type of yellow, bitter, grapefruit type smell. Now it's citric, yes, but it's not a sparkling citric. It's quite bitter, tinge sour. It's an unusual citrus, and it's a great addition in here. And paired with the neroli, which is floral, it's clean, it's quite pungent in a sense. I think it pairs well with the yuzu to give it a lovely, clean, fresh citric opening. And then in the mid, you've got rosemary, you've got thyme, you've got cloves, you've got a touch of pink pepper, and you've got sand, which is perfect since we're here. Now the sand note, it's almost mineralic. It's supposed to smell like the sea breeze, and I do think it's quite photorealistic in this. You've got the rosemary and the thyme, which is, it's green, it's herbaceous, it's got quite a punch, almost a tinge of mint. There's a nice bit of freshness there. You've got the cloves, which gives it a nice warm feel, which is great on a lovely sunny day like today. And you've got the pink pepper, again, it's a warm spice, gives it a little bit of glimmer, a little bit of shimmer, almost gives it that summery tinge that you're after. So you've got some herbaceous greens, you've got a lovely sea breeze mineralic note, and then you've got the pink pepper and the cloves just to warm it all up. So the mid certainly brings through a bit of heat, a bit of greenery, and it gives a nice twist to the citric and fresh clean opening. And then down in the base of this fragrance, holding it all together, you've got cypress. Cypress being a very dry note. It's kind of earthy, it's woody, it's quite strong, and that's what forms the backbone of this fragrance and helps to carry it through. So what you've got in the top, you've got a nice citric white floral clean opening, and then in the mid you've got some green herbs and things like that, and that's all sat on the cypress, which is a kind of woody, mossy, earthy kind of note. All in all, it gives it a nice strong baseline. It's green, it's citric, it's fresh, and it's summery. I think the notes go well together. I think there's enough notes in here to make it quite individual, even though this has been described as a summery fragrance. And On the Beach, does it resemble summer? I think it does. I think the notes in there, especially the mineralic notes and the warm notes from the spices, do replicate a nice warm summer's day. On the beach, does it feel like the notes signify that you're on the beach? I think so. I think it's a slight twist on an obvious summer freshie, because the yuzu and the neroli in the top gives a slight twist on the citruses. It's slightly bitter, it is quite sweet, but the florals do work well with this. I think that the herbaceous notes in the mid give it a nice green feel rather than just summery citrics. Again, that differentiates this from other fragrances in other lines, so I do think it gives it some individuality. And the cypress in the base, it's a nice strong earthy woody green which holds it all together. Now the longevity on this, it's all right for a summer freshie. I think you get 4, 5, maybe 6 hours if you spray enough of this. Now for me, I would put 5 or 6 sprays on. If you want to get the full 6 hours, maybe 7 or 8 sprays. The projection on this, it's not the strongest projector, but in the heat, that'll help to get it off your skin. I would say you're looking at 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet, certainly for the first hour and a half. Then it pulls back slightly. But what's good about this is it's quite subtle. It's not going to overpower anyone, it's certainly not going to offend everyone. So yes, projection, it's all right for the type of fragrance it is. Longevity, okay. Projection, decent. But all in all, with the no profile, for me, I think it is worth the money, and it's one that I think you should get your nose on. Where to wear this fragrance? Well, as the name suggests, on the beach. For me, I would be wearing this daytime socials, maybe early evening socials, especially when it's nice and bright and warm. Is it office safe? It is office safe. It's quite bright, it's citric, it's got some wood, it's a very consistent scent profile, and it's not going to offend anybody. But for me, socials is fine, evening wear is also good. You could wear this at work. All in all, it is a fairly versatile fragrance. Seasons to wear this fragrance, if it wasn't obvious, I think it's ideal for summer. You could also wear this in spring. In the height of summer, this would be great. On warm spring days, it would also be good. There is some wood in it, so it could taper into the back end of summer, maybe into the preliminary months of autumn. Definitely not winter. It's not strong enough. It won't project enough. But certainly for summer, this is a fantastic choice. On the Beach by Louis Vuitton. I'd recommend that you get your nose on this fragrance. Is it a beach bum? I don't think it is. I think it's sun-kissed, and it's certainly got that little bit of sparkle and the brightness that you need. So this summer, you would do much worse than trying On the Beach by Louis Vuitton. If you've enjoyed this review, like, subscribe if you haven't already, put your comments below. And a little word of warning, I believe that this fragrance is soon to be discontinued. So get in your LV stores and other department stores, give it a try, and if you like it, get it snapped up, because this might not be around for much longer. I'll see you in the next one.